fitness is not that complicated and the influencers are lying to us all. Okay. Hey guys, I'm back. Who missed me? Well, if you haven't seen this face before, it's me, B. And first off, before I carry on with this video, I really want to thank you for being here. So I'm really happy over 3,000 of you subscribe to this channel. I'm really grateful for that. I see all your comments, I see all the love, I see what you guys write, and like, you know, how you say you're here to stay motivated, and I'm here for that as well. And I'm so grateful that you really love the Skinny Privilege series. If you're watching this, chances are you've watched one of my compilation videos, and when I started the series, I ended up realizing that, look, this program is kind of bigger than me. It's nice to bring in other ideas, other content creators, and just compile what they think about the subject matter. So anyway, this is not the end of the series. It's going to carry on because we, the skinny girls, need motivation to stay skinny in a world that keeps telling you that you need to put on weight, you need to do this, you need to do that. Anyway, we've come to embrace ourselves in this community as skinny girls, or girls that are trying to lose weight, or girls that want to gain skinny privilege, and we love it here. And we're just going to keep motivating ourselves. Right, so getting into today's video, guys, I actually fell off for a few months. Okay, when I say I fell off, with being skinny, and this kind of ties into today's subject, okay? So with being skinny, like we all know, it's all about dieting and exercise or maintaining your skinny privilege. Even if you don't necessarily want to be skinny, like I've said earlier, I've always said that I have been skinny all my life anyway. So, you know, I'm not someone that went through a weight loss journey necessarily, but I've had periods where I needed to like maintain a certain weight, and you know, I gained a lot from that. And so this is why I actually like to bring in lots of perspectives, so you can see, you know, depending on the stage you are in your journey, you can actually see who is actually on that stage as well, and you may just benefit from the advice rather than hearing from me alone. So anyway, back to my story time. I fell off for a few months in terms of like going to the gym. I wasn't necessarily doing much fitness stuff. I always walk, that's ingrained into my life. I always, you know, move around. I don't have a sedentary lifestyle, and I had my diet on lock anyway. I generally cook everything from scratch. You know, that's something that I was raised to do, so I've always carried on doing that. So I had that on lock, but I fell off in terms of like going to the gym or doing fitness stuff. And you know what, I knew, and that was because, to be fair, I was working on a project that, you know, has turned out beautifully, and I really had to lock in, guys, the last 3 months. So I haven't necessarily had extra time to go do extra fitness stuff aside my regular day-to-day stuff. And my line of work is very like fitness related anyway, so I can work and still stay fit while on job, if that makes sense. So I have not necessarily been to the gym, all that, in the last few months, and I was thinking, I want to go back, I want to do something. And I kept thinking, oh, I need to go to Pilates so that I can drink matcha after that, and I need to do hot yoga. And I was watching reality TV series, you know, during my short breaks, just like, you know, let loose. And I see everyone's like, oh, I do hot yoga, I do Pilates, and that just got to my head like, oh my god, if I'm going back to the gym, then I need to do some nice stuff, like I need to do tennis, or I need to do Pilates, or I need to do yoga, like some special yoga class or whatever. And that I was stuck in that loop for a few weeks, coming up to the point where I knew I'd have enough time to start doing fitness stuff again. But I was kind of stuck in that loop, and I was in my head about it, guys. And you know, I knew, okay, I had to tell myself truth at some point, like, look, I'm just stuck thinking about it, I'm not actually doing anything. And it made me think about today's topic. Guys, we have overcomplicated what it means to stay skinny, or what it means to be skinny, or what you need to do to be skinny. Like, we've really overcomplicated things, guys, and I'm here to, like, you know, shatter those lenses you may be looking at the world through, or you may be looking at fitness through, right? Like, guys, fitness is literally walking. Fitness is just doing yoga at home. Fitness is like little things. And somehow this generation, we have overcomplicated it. I was watching Desperate Housewives again to like let loose, you know, during my short breaks, just maybe an episode or half an episode at a time. And I just realized Gabby and Susan, they were like the ones into their fitness on the show, the girls that, and Edie as well. You see them running or doing yoga, and I was like, wait a minute, how did we get to this place that all of us must go to Pilates, reformers Pilates, not just any Pilates, and must drink matcha, and we must have this expensive gym subscriptions, and we all have to wear like halo, we need to wear all the special, we have to have all the special gym gear, or you are not a fitness girly, or you need to have this 5-step program to, I don't know, lose weight or whatever. we've just really overcomplicated things, guys. And I'm here to actually, today's topic is to actually bring you back to what matters and what you need to do. Okay, guys, fitness is not that complicated, and the influencers align to also, okay, maybe one day I may take you to my Pilates class, or these are some things I do sometimes. I have periods where I have my Pilates subscription and I do it regularly, and I stop it probably if I'm going on holiday or something I really want to get snatched quickly or something. But now influencers woo their lifestyle, and their lifestyle is their work and their work is their lifestyle. They are painting this picture online that if you're not going to Pilates, you're not doing it right, or if you've not joined the wrong club, you're not doing this right. Guys, before all of this started, people were keeping fit. Okay, keeping fit is literally going for a run. Keeping fit is going for a walk. Keeping fit is doing yoga at home. Seriously, if you're not going to be motivated in the gym, or if you're not going for social reasons, it's not compulsory, guys. I was thinking to myself, I need to have a gym membership. Honestly, it's nice. And I've had a gym membership for years. And, I stopped for the last few months, because I was focused on some things I knew I wouldn't have time for it. But guess what? Without the gym membership, I can still keep fit. You can do yoga at home. Guys, there's lots of resources out there. In fact, I think, like they say, this is the information age of information. You can literally go online and do yoga with the many lovely yoga teachers on YouTube, and you can literally do that at home. It is free. As long as you have an internet subscription, you're good. You don't need to get an extra subscription. If you want to, that's nice, but the whole point of this is you don't need to. Okay, if you are looking to lose weight, you could go for a run. That is free. Hopefully, obviously, I know in different places, having running packs and all that kind of influences things. But if you live in an area where you could go for a run, you could go for a run. You don't need a gym membership unless there's a secondary intention for it, being social or staying motivated, like I said earlier. But really, in terms of diet as well, the reason why everyone is preaching calorie deficits is because there is, and I'm sorry to say this, many people won't like it, there's lots of gluttony out there where people are eating way more than they need to eat, or they grew up in an environment that encouraged them to eat more than they actually need to eat. And so we're in this place where, you need calorie deficit. But actually, maybe what you call calorie deficit in some cases, I know it's case by case situation, is just what you should normally need to eat to have enough strength to do your daily task. But fat is really excess food that you eat that has nowhere to go, that gets stored in your different parts of your body, right? So if you are overeating, that would happen. If you're eating just what you need, that wouldn't happen. And maybe the concept of eating a calorie deficit wouldn't even be a thing. Have you thought about that? Does this make sense to you guys? It just got me thinking, guys, how much of this stuff do we really need? I'm not saying you shouldn't watch fitness stuff to stay motivated. Like I said, there needs to be a secondary intention to things. And I can see many people come on my channel and they say they're staying here for fitness. And I love that. I really do. And I'm glad you're here. And stay here by all means and learn from everything. But if I post a compilation, pick what matters to you, guys. I've seen lots of comments about maybe saying I'm promoting bad eating behaviors. I would never do that, guys. I would never do that. I'm posting perspectives. You pick what aligns with you. Leave the rest, okay? It's probably useful for someone else, but not you. I would never promote bad eating behaviors. I love food, guys. If you look at my old videos, you literally see there's a video where I started off eating a dog spring roll. I love food. It's just about doing things in moderation and not overdoing things, which is what happens and why we need to drive this point home sometimes, even in the most craziest ways, just so people realize that maybe you're doing a bit too much. Okay, guys, so that is it for today's video. I just really wanted to pinpoint the fact that staying slim, getting slim is not that complicated. All you need to do is eat right, okay? Eat the right things, balance things out, okay? If you want to have white rice, you don't want to have brown rice, have white rice. Make sure you put some broccoli on your spinach or something with it. And I love my plantains, I love my beef. I'll still add that, but maybe add something that would help your digestion. Maybe after your lunch, have some oranges that would help your digestion. Maybe if you overeat, like we all do on some days, you have lots of cake, maybe have green tea to help your digestion. You know, it's just about balancing things out and actually caring for yourself. In the end, that is the goal. Caring for yourself, caring for your health. And that is what I stand for. I do not stand for any like sort of bad eating behaviors. Like I said earlier, I don't stand for any extremism in terms of like, you know, what to do to lose weight. Guys, go for a run, go for a walk, do some yoga if you feel like tight in your body and that, you know, affects you doing certain other exercises. If you feel you need to go to the gym, go to the gym. But while you're watching stuff online, yoga, Pilates, all that, while you're watching that online, just have some perspective. Just watch things with perspective. Some of these influencers are influencing. That is their job, their life, you know, it's intertwined. They can go to all these very expensive classes because, you know, some of them are getting sponsored for it. Some of them, you know, this is part of their brand deal or whatnot, you know. So guys, just take it easy for yourself. Make sure the online, you know, situation is not messing with your mind about what fitness is and what it is not. And make sure you subscribe to my channel. Very important. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, and why not share this with someone that would really benefit from this. As always, I would see you in my next video. Cheerio!